Welcome to the new session, Pointers to Structure. This is part 5th of the series Structures. The resources used in this particular slides are mentioned on the screen. You may go through it. First, we will try to explore declaring pointer to structures. In general, form of declaring a pointer to a structure is look like some storage type. It is an optional part. Keyword struct, then name of my structure type, and then C, pointer and identifier name. This is something different. This is an optional part. Generally we use type def for this. My structure name, struct keyword, structure name, and then pointer to an identifier. The terms enclosed within the square bracket are optional and might not be present in declaration statements. Let me clear the screen. Okay, have an example. Struct name asterisk ptr. So this is basically a pointer to a structure. Pointer to a structure, and named, it is named as ptr. This can hold an address of any struct variable of name type. We will explore it in this section, how it is possible and what are the ways to mention it and how we will use it in our simple program. A more general form of this is struct named structure. All such data members defined in my structure named, and inside main, close it, inside main have a pointer to it. Struct named structure asterisk ptr. So here I am using a pointer to a structure, and in the same way I can mention all my other main program elements in terms of different statements. How to access? To access structure with the help of pointer to structures, two different ways are possible. First one is by using dereference or indirection operation, and another is by using access operator. What is the syntax of these? Let's check it. The first one is pointer to structure type, then asterisk within bracket dot structure member name. This is how we will use it. And just for indirection, my pointer to structure object, then see this arrow, structure member name. Observe, I have not used dot. It is not allowed. Not allowed for pointer to structure dot is not allowed. What is allowed? Arrow. Arrow is allowed. Both the above ways, means indirection or arrow, are interchangeable and both are equivalent. We can use anyone in our program. Example to pointer to a structure. A simple example is there. Then we will have a bit more complex example on the editor. So over here, what we are trying to do, I have used a standard stdio.h header file, created one structure whose name is pixel, having two such members, x and y, both are of integer type. Now I am closing my structure. Inside my main, I created one variable of my structure, pixel pt, that is point, and values are 2 and 3. This 2 belongs to x and y is actually 3. So pt.x is actually representing 2 and pt.y is representing 3. That means 2 has been assigned to pt.x member and 3 has been assigned to pt.y member. Struct pixel pointer ptr. This is what? Pointer to structure. This is pointer to structure holding address of variable pt. Now, whatever values has been given to these with the help of dot operation can be accessed with the help of this pointer variable, either in terms of indirection or in terms of arrow. Let me clear the screen. Coordinates of point 1 are %d, and c. This is what kind of association? What kind of access mechanism? Indirection. Indirection or dereferencing. Dereferencing or indirection. And similar exercise, that means these two, within parenthesis, pointer ptr dot x asterisk ptr dot y, these x and y members which represent 2 and 3 as output can also be accessed with the help of arrow operation, arrow operator. Coordinates of pt1 are %d. Now here I am using my arrow operator. Both will give the same output. For this particular example, coordinates of point 1 are 2 and 3. This statement is coming from this line and second one is coming from the second line, second printf statement. Both are giving same output. Let's check similar operation on editor also with some different example. So here is a simple example to show pointer to structures by both the methods. Both the method means indirection as well as arrow operator. Declare a header file come to the main part. Integer main, declare one structure. I have used a employee structure having two such members, name and ID. Struct employee and character array name. Inside main, I have declared one structure whose name is employee having two such members. First one is name of character type and second one is ID of integer type. I am closing it. Now I am creating two such variables of my employee. Struct employee emp. I am assigning some values to it. Say ABC is the name of my employee and 1001 is a employee ID. And second one is struct employee emp1. At this moment I am not assigning some values to it. And what we are trying to do in this example, I have already assigned some value to a structure and then I am trying to access these values with the help of my pointer to a structure, and again this pointer to a structure will be replaced by another variable and then read and write operations will be accessed with the help of this PTR. How we will manage it, we will show it in the program. So struct employee pointer PTR, pointer to structure named employee. What this is? Pointer to structure named employee. Initially what I am initializing it, I am giving an address of my already declared initialized structure employee variable, emp, address of emp. So we know with the help of dot operation how the members can be accessed, means emp dot emp id, emp dot emp name. In this way we can use, that means the standard way of my program output will be, the standard way of struct member access is %s and %d with the help of dot operation, emp dot name, emp dot emp id. Second, with the help of pointer to structure, as I have assigned the address of my employee to the pointer PTR, now whether this PTR is capable enough to print the values assigned to this emp, and if it is so, how we can access it. So in the first one, pointer indirection way, I am trying to print such values with the help of pointer PTR within parenthesis dot name and within parenthesis pointer PTR dot employee ID. This will give the same result as given by emp dot name, emp dot emp ID. And the another version of this pointer access mechanism will be with the help of arrow operation. So in spite of this particular indirection operation, I have used a arrow kind of operator. So PTR arrow name, PTR arrow employee ID. So they all give same result. At the time of compilation we will assess it. First come to the another part of our program. Now I am trying to fix this PTR with the address of another variable which is currently uninitialized, address of emp1. So if it is initialized, so it is our duty to, before using its pointer, we can assign some values to our employee 1. But here we will assign such values not directly by accessing dot operation, we will do it with the help of pointer access mechanism. So printf read id of employee 1, scanf %d add ampersand ptr arrow dot employee id. So see, I have not used dot operation, as it is ptr is a pointer, I am using arrow operation. Similarly in case of id also, similarly in case of name also, I am using arrow operation, pointer arrow name. So I have scanned values for my employee 1. Now I am trying to print such values with the help of indirection mechanism as we did it over here. Similarly, my indirection dot name, indirection dot employee ID, and second format is pointer arrow name, pointer arrow employee ID. Let's compile it and finally close our program. As in this program I have taken a main as integer, so finally I am returning some value of integer type as return 0. End your program. Let's try to compile it. So no errors are there. Execute it. So this is your first part. You can easily observe value of EMP is ABC1001. First line is a standard way of struct member access. Name is EMP name and employee ID. Standard way of struct member access is name as ABC, employee ID is 1001. Similar value can be accessed with the help of pointer indirection, where this indirection has been done. For the name as well as for employee ID. And similarly, I can access this value with the help of arrow operation, PTR arrow name, PTR arrow employee ID. Now try to give more values. Say new employee ID is 2 and the name of new person is say XYZ. C. Pointer indirection way of member access. Name is XYZ, employee ID is 1001. Similarly, in terms of arrow operation, XYZ and 1001. You can check it in a way. These are the points. These are the point. So in this way, you can see that these pointer indirection and pointer arrow operation are generating similar result for pointer to structure, and you are free to use any one type of mechanism in your program, or you can also blend them. Some part of members are being accessed with the help of indirection and other may be accessed with the help of arrow operation. Now back to the slide. Next, small referential or short note kind of content. We will have a great discussion over this particular content in the subject data structures, but the foundation of data structures comes to with this particular pointer to structure points. So what is it? A self-referential structures means a structure which is referencing itself. Self-referential structures are those structures that contain a reference of data of its same type. That is a self-referential structure. In addition to other data contains to pointer to data that is of same type. For example, consider the struct node. I am creating one node whose type is a structure having two such members. One is value, another is pointer to similar node. So what I am trying to create? I am trying to create a memory block. One is holding integer part as value, another is having struct node part which is of similar type. Next, say I am creating its variable struct node temp then this will be treated as temp. I can give some values to over here, and this will hold address of similar, say temp1, temp2, temp3, or it may be some null as per our need. This becomes a foundation of data structures. We will study such subject in later semesters. Here the structure node will contain two data types, an integer value, and the next is a pointer to a node. That means self-referencing pointer. These self-referential structures are the foundation of data structures. Some important advantages related to pointer to structures are: it is easier to manipulate the pointer to structures than manipulating structures themselves. They are being easy to handle. Passing a pointer to a structure as argument to function is efficient as compared to passing a structure to a function. That pointers are much more efficient in terms of using it with functions, as it requires less data movement compared to passing structure to function. Some data structures like linked list, trees, etc., graphs, etc., use the structures containing pointer to structures. Pointer to structures play an important role in their successful implementation. So this is a brief related to pointer to structures. Hope you have understood it. Thank you.